This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Hey, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. And after November, December, January, and now February, we are in the playoffs, the 3A state playoffs for the boys, as we are in single elimination territory as the number 10 team in the 3A bracket. The Snowflake Lobos travel up the 77 to take on the Holbrook Roadrunners on Budenholzer Court and Munoz Gym from the campus of Holbrook High School. I'm Aaron Hewish. I'm joined courtside tonight by Randall and Selmo. And Randall, thoughts on the game?
I think we're going to have a nail-biter, to be honest with you. Holbrook went to Snowflake. They did lose to Snowflake, but I think it was only by 4 points. Then Snowflake travels to Holbrook, and Holbrook lost by a couple points in overtime.
Snowflake lost.
Snowflake lost.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a very competitive ball game tonight. I think it's going to be very fast-paced. I think Holbrook Roadrunners not going to really hold anything back.
Well, that brings us to our Ace Hardware keys to the game, and I'm going to go with what Randall said. Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. Anytime you're locked out of your car, any night of the week, any day of the week, pretty much any time. Ace Hardware, the White Mountains, Sholo, Pine Top, and Overguard. And that is your Ace Hardware keys to the game. Exactly what Randall said, is it's going to be just a hard-fought game, and both teams are going to have to keep pace. If you're Holbrook, you don't need to rely on the three, but a lot of them won't hurt. As now we get set for our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center pregame. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game for our injury report. And talking to both coaches, we are injury-free and we are raring to go. Snowflake obviously does not have the bench depth that the Holbrook Roadrunners have. However, they have the bodies to contend with the starters, as we're going to have ourselves a good one. Folks, that has been our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the games, as well as our Ace Hardware pregame. Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. Anytime you're locked out of your car, day or night, Keymate day or night, any night of the week, anytime, pretty much. We have Ace Hardware, the White Mountains, Sholo, Pine Top, and Overguard. As folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we're going to come back into the starting lineups as we're going to take a break and give the national anthem. We'll go ahead and do that. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Now we might be able to go to, because they're...
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back. Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we have our public address announcer giving us the lineups. It'll be a little hard to hear, folks, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to introduce a few things here and there. Our officials for tonight's game is signed by the AIA, and we have some very good officials tonight, folks. We have Steve Riggs, Steve Bodway, and Brian Ecoff sent to us by the Arizona Interscholastic Association to monitor this game. As the Lobos lineup is going to get announced, and we're going to get ready for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. But before we do that, we'd like to run down our sponsors: Sholo Ford, Ace Hardware, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Allegro of Sholo, and Deemer's Glass. And one thing I want to say, Randall, is I think we were a little bit deceived in our pregame report, as Landon Clare is the first starter announced for the Lobos. Is Jock Castile, the big freshman, number 44, is in street clothes tonight, Randall, so we're not sure exactly what's happening with him for the Holbrook Roadrunners.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I failed to do my pre-game stuff and get some information
asked, and they
for
said, no, we're good. So I don't know if maybe it's a discipline thing, but I'm not sure, and we're not going to speculate. As Jaron Woodside as well as Gian Jones are announced as our starters. Jet Udall for the Lobos. As Braylon Talaman announced as a starter for the Roadrunners. And Manny Guerrero. Manny Guerrero, the sophomore for the Roadrunners. As well as Manny Rico for the Roadrunners. And a familiar starting five. We've covered these Roadrunners. As Amari Nelson wearing number 15 and Travis Baya for the runners as we're going to get set, folks, as we are going to have a good one tonight. As we get ready for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off at the college with the lowest tuition in the state. Now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College, locations in Navajo and Apache County. Northland Pioneer College. As we get set with Jones and Baya to jump center tonight, as our head referee tonight is Brian Ecoff. He's going to throw it in the air as Mr. Bodway and Mr. Riggs get set to flank him. As we're going to be underway shortly as some stuff was taken care of at the table. And here comes Mr. Ecoff to throw us up our jump ball for tonight. Ball's up and we're underway as the ball is going to be controlled by the Lobos as Jones knocks it back to Clare. Clare over the time stripe, over to the near side. Clare now goes to his left. Looking. Now he throws it inside to Udall. Udall pushes it out to Jones. Jones, three-point shot on the way. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot, Gian Jones and Randall. If you are the Lobos and you started off with a three-pointer, that is huge tonight.
Very huge. And I was going to mention in the opening pre-game of this is Snowflake's going to have to control that corner three-point that Holbrook is notorious for.
We've talked about that our last broadcast. Girls, boys, doesn't matter. It's Nelson with the ball. Nelson puts up a three. That's good. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot, Amari Nelson for the Holbrook Roadrunners. We are knotted at three here at Holbrook High School. Munoz Gymnasium, Budenholzer Court, as the ball goes back from Jones to Clare. Clare over on the far side beyond the arc. Clare now goes to his right. He looks to go to the baseline. Clare puts it up and in. That's going to be good. Landon Clare, 2 points for the Lobos. As here comes Manny Rico for the Roadrunners. Rico guarded by Jones. Working off a screen from Baya. Now out to Guerrero. No good. Three-pointers. It goes right there in front of the Snowflake cheer squad. And it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Lobos as now the runners looking to put some pressure on. As Clare goes into Jones, now it's back to Clare. Clare's going to be followed by Talaman. Clare now comes over to the near side beyond the arc. Inside to Woodside. as Rico brings the ball over the time stripe. As Claire with the steal. Now Claire throws it back to Jones. Jones forward to Woodside. Woodside takes one too many steps. He's going to be whistled with the travel. That's going to be a turnover on the Lobos.
1, 2, 3. Yep, that's a
go back.
Call.
As Talaman goes to the far side and goes, he puts it up. It's in the corner. And that is a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer by Guerrero. Lobos now with the ball inside to Woodside. Woodside kisses it off the glass. It's going to be no good as Jacob Leduc's there with a monster rebound back out to Landon Clare. Clare now goes to his left. Almost had a 5-second call. Now Clare attempts a three, but it's more like a pass to Jones and then inside to Leduc. Leduc puts it up. It's going to be no good. Leduc's going to go to the line. Jacob Leduc's going to shoot a couple of free throws. I mentioned Clare put up a three. He did not. It was up, and it was a pass down to the side. So now a foul, and Jacob Leduc goes to the line to shoot two. First free throw is no good. 6-5, Holbrook on top. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. As Leduc looks at his second free throw, it's on the way. It's up. It is no good as well, and it is rebounded by Nelson.
You know, Huey, that's going to be a downfall for either one of these teams. If they can't get free throws to go down, that could have some bearing on the win or the loss of this ball game.
As Nelson kicks it over to Guerrero, and Guerrero puts up a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer from the corner. As the Lobos come down, the Landon Clare puts it right back up and in, 9-7. Roadrunners on top of the Lobos. The Roadrunners have scored all 9 points off 3 3-point shots. As Talaman's going to come in, and we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be, I think they're going to call it an offensive foul. Yes, they are.
Yes.
As that's going to be Talaman's first personal. That's going to be the second team. And Clare is going to inbound for the Lobos. As here comes Udall. Udall now to Leduc. Leduc with the lane. He puts it over and gives it to Woodside. Woodside triple team. And now a monster block by Braylon Talaman. Nelson with the ball. Nelson to his left. Nelson now kissed it out to Talaman. Talaman three-pointer. Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. As we're going to take a timeout as well. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7. And the Lobos come down and are trying to storm back. But, Randall, the Roadrunners have made all 12 of their points have been off three-pointers, and 3 of them have been within about a 7-foot charge in exactly the same place you said earlier. As there's a block, it's going to go back to the Roadrunners. Talk about that spot.
That spot is hot for Holbrook, and it's the far side of the court. It's not the one that's near us.
No, it's been that way for years.
For years, that has been a very hot corner, and Holbrook just, I don't know, they can land that three-point from over there.
And we saw as Rico, no, that's Guerrero. No, it is Rico. Rico takes the ball. He dribbles around. Now it's on the baseline. It's going to be a steal. Steal by the Lobos. Here comes Jones, 12-7. Roadrunners on top as Jones kisses it off the glass. It's going to be no good. Jones somehow gets his own rebound. He puts it back. It's no good. Now Leduc has it. Now to Brewer. Back to Clare. Clare, three-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball as Leduc gets a hold of it. And I believe that's going to be Baya reaches in there. As Baya gets in there and tangles up with Leduc, and the alternating possession is going to belong to the Lobos. Randall, I've seen it in my 20 years up here. That is just a hot spot, and Holbrook knows it, and they just have the confidence when they throw it up in that corner, that's where it's going.
And and that's on the far side of the court where they're away from their own bench. The thing is they have the same corner on their side of the court where they can hit that 3-point every time.
As Jones gets blocked, now Holbrook comes down, as I believe that is Guerrero puts it up. It's going to be no good, as now the ball goes out of bounds and it goes to the Roadrunners. Rico to inbound, and it is 12-7. Holbrook on top. Inside to Baya, no good. Baya guarded by Leduc. Ball's going to go back to the Lobos. Here comes Jones. Jones now looks to drive. Jones drives, and Jones is going to be whistled with an offensive foul. He's going to go to the ground. Great job by our replay crew as Jones I see what he did as Guerrero was set and had that principle of verticality, legal guarding position, as it's called. And here comes Rico. Rico inbounds to Talaman. Talaman brings it over the time stripe. Talaman now goes to his right. Over to Rico. Rico now brings it back left as Rico scoops it off to Baya.
Wow.
Baya, easy layup. That's going to go up and in. 14-7. Roadrunners on top. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. As Claire now over to Udall. Udall works off a screen from Leduc. Now Udall gives it to Claire. Claire guarded by Talaman. Claire goes to his left. He puts it off the glass. It's going to be no good. Rebound's going to go out on Snowflake, and it's going to be Holbrook ball. And one thing I'm noticing, Randall, as we're getting into the beginning of this ball game is that Coach Delmar Johnson is not subbing and flowing the game like he normally does. He's sticking with these starters, and that's who he's going to go with. As Rico puts a Comfort Fit Dentures 3 up, it is no good. Liam Brewer with the rebound. Brewer brings it forward to Udall. Udall almost loses it. Now Udall looking for Brewer in the backcourt. Now over to Claire. Claire on this side, far near side of the arc. Claire to his left. Now to Leduc. Leduc pushes it into Liam Brewer. Liam back to Leduc, who's in the middle of the key. It's going to go out and off Leduc's foot. They're going to say it goes and becomes Snowflake ball.
I'm kind of wondering if Delmar hasn't subbed in, if he wants to get a bigger point spread before he rests anybody. I'm not quite sure.
I'm not sure.
But it is kind of unusual.
As Talaman gets trapped in the corner, now it's going to be knocked away by Claire. Claire's going to get a steal, and it's going to go down, and they're going to give to Jones. Jones is going to put an up. It's going to be no good. Jones gets his own rebound. He puts the ball up over the backboard. It goes over the backboard and out of bounds. It's going to be Roadrunner ball, up 14-7 with 1:46 left here in this first quarter. And Randall, I wasn't sure we had a little drag in the middle, but then all of a sudden, this quarter is just a fast quarter, and it is fast-paced basketball. As here comes Rico. Rico to Talaman. Talaman over the time stripe. In the corner to Guerrero. Guerrero, three-point shot, no good. Rebound, Nelson. To Rico, to Nelson. Back to, that's going to be Guerrero. Baya with the rebound. Baya puts it up and in. 2 points, Travis Baya. He gets fouled. He gets to go with his and one. As we have a 16-7 Holbrook lead, and we do get our first sub of the game, and that's going to be Brady Vicente. Vicente comes in for Guerrero, as Baya is going to be at the line, and Baya gets a chance to complete the three-point play.
Snowflake also just had a sub too. I don't know if you caught that or not, Huey.
I'm seeing who went in. It looks like Woodside went back in. As there it is, Baya's second free throw is good, and they take a 17-7 10-point lead. Claire bringing it forward for the Lobos. Claire back to Brewer, over to Jones. Jones to Udall. Udall now puts up a three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures, three-point shot. That is Jet Udall of the Lobos, cutting that lead to 7.
Hey, let me just take a quick second about this officiating crew that's here tonight. We have an outstanding officiating crew tonight.
As Travis Baya works off a rebound and he puts it back, and it is good. And that brings it to a 9-point lead after Baya's 2 and Udall's 3 as we go inside as the ball goes inside to Liam Brewer. Nice pass from Udall. Brewer puts it up and in. 2 points, Lobos, 19-12, 36 seconds left. Talaman bringing the ball forward. Talaman over to Nelson. Nelson to his left. It goes up, and Brewer almost gets it, but Brewer does tap it. Holbrook ball to Vicente. To Rico, to Talaman. Talaman goes. Talaman's going to be pushed. They're going to call that a block on Landon Clare. Great job by our camera crew to see that blocking foul as it goes out of bounds and belongs to the runners. Rico to inbound. 20 seconds left, 19-12 in the first quarter as Rico pushes it over to Talaman. Talaman brings it left. Now over to Nelson. Back to Talaman. As now Talaman looks to drive, he does. He spins left, spins right, but it is knocked away and stolen by Jones. Jones, desperation, it's going to be no good. And the final score of the first quarter, the final points makes the score 19-12 in favor of the Holbrook Roadrunners. This is Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back. Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com as the alternating possession favors the Roadrunners as they bring the ball in as Talaman now has it. He's at the 28-foot line in the middle of the court, guarded by Clare. Inside to Rico. Rico now dribbles to his left. Rico goes to his left. He's looking to drive. Dishes off the last minute to Baya. Baya loses it. Now to Vicente. Vicente, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound, Irvin King of the Snowflake Lobos. King getting in the start of the second quarter here as King goes left and goes right. Now Brewer. Brewer puts up a three-point shot. That's going to not hit anything as that will be Roadrunner ball as Vicente to inbound. 7-17 left, 19-12. Roadrunners on top. As we to whistle, ball's out of bounds. That's going to go and stay with the Roadrunners. Roadrunner ball. I believe that is Talaman. Talaman to Vicente to Rico, back to Nelson. Talaman to his left. He drives. He looks to scoop, and he's going to get whistled for a travel. And if we can look at that on the replay, on our replay here, it almost looked like he got it off in time, but if you look just close enough on that replay, you see that he did tap that 1 foot, and that was where the travel comes as King brings the ball down for the Lobos. King now to Clare. Clare over to Woodside. Woodside almost thought about a three. Now he gets out to Udall. Udall puts up a three-point shot. That's going to be good. Jet Udall, Comfort Fit Dentures, three-point shot for the Lobos. As the Lobos put up 12 in that first quarter, but Holbrook with that hot hand. As they have 19, as Rico drives, and Rico's going to get, well, fouled is kind of an understatement. Rico gets taken out a little bit as he goes down, but he pops right back up as he goes in, but it's not a shooting foul. Or did we, now we get it taken care of as we have an update from Thatcher High School as Florence is playing Thatcher tonight. Florence up 33-22 on Thatcher as now Rico goes to the line to shoot. I was wondering what was going on there as our officials got it right, as Rico's first one is on its way. It is good. Gian Jones checking back in the game as he's going to go in for King. 20-15, 5-point lead for the Roadrunners. Rico looks. Rico's second free throw is up. It's on its way. It is good as well. 21-15. The lead is 6 for the Runners as Udall brings it across. Udall now looks to drive. As Udall's going to get fouled, as I thought we were going to say.
Travel.
I thought we had a travel too, but he comes and gets him on the arm. So there we go. That is the first team foul of Holbrook of the quarter. As the ball goes into Woodside. Woodside bounces off as Woodside had a good look, turns around and kisses it off the glass, but it does not fall in. 21-15. Roadrunners on top, just under 6 minutes here in the first half. Rico now directing traffic for his team. Rico is going to be guarded by Jones. Rico goes inside to Baya. Baya now goes left, out to Nelson. Nelson to his left. Now Nelson looks to go back. Nelson on the baseline. 8-foot jumper, no good. I believe the Lobos got a hand on it. Rebound, Udall. Udall forward to Landon Clare. Landon Clare pushes it up for the Lobos. Now Landon drives, puts it up, and that is going to be good for the Lobos. Landon Clare puts in 2 points. As we get a whistle, we get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it as well. This is Joe LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back to Show LaForge's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk 106.7 as we had a call to the public here with some car lights on, so somebody's going to have a difficult time getting home. And Randall has informed me he will help anyone available with jumping after the game to get back home this evening.
Hey, those little battery packs are amazing.
Holbrook inbounds the ball as they did call the timeout. Coach Delmar Johnson reassessing and something with the troops. We're going to say just resetting the troops as Rico goes to his right. Rico has a look to the basket, and it is good. As Manny Rico with a very nice drive to the lane. 23-17. The lead is back to 6. As Clare pushes it inside, it goes between Woodside's legs. Jones gets it. Now Jones sends it back to Clare. Clare over on the far side of Jones. As Jones is going to try to drive. He's popped out. He sends it back out to Woodside to Clare. Clare now bringing it to the top of the key. Now Clare drives, turnaround jump shot. Good. Landon Clare. 2 points for the Lobos. Here come the Roadrunners. Rico up 23-19. Rico now goes to his right. Over to Nelson. As that's going to be no good, and Jones is going to get it. And Jones is going to go and lay it off, and it's going to go off the front of the rim, no good. As Guerrero was there to play some great defense on Jones, as Jones got that steal. Rico working off a screen from Baya. 3-point shot from the corner. As it goes, no good. Clare now with the ball. Clare left to right, now in the corner to Udall. Udall puts up a comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot, Jet Udall. As Talaman checking back in the game. 23-22, Roadrunners on top 1. Rico brings the ball forward. Rico swipes his shoes for some traction purposes as Rico goes left. Over to Nelson. Nelson now goes to his left, he drives. Shut down by Brewer, now back to Rico. Rico gonna work off a screen from Baya. Rico goes, 14-foot jumper, that's gonna be no good. Rebound, Liam Brewer of the Lobos. Liam the Lobo with the rebound.
You know, we were just at a 10-point differential, Huey. We are now within 1 point.
Well, 1 point is still none. Clare puts up a 3-point shot. That's going to be good. Landon Clare with a comfort. Fidentures 3-point shot. The senior does not want to go home tonight permanently. as the Lobos are now up 25-23 with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the first half. As here goes Rico to his left. Rico's looking to drive, guarded by Jones. Rico puts it off, it's going to be no good. Rebound Baez. Baez going to be fouled by Woodside. Got to see that on the replays. They're going to call it on Woodside. And Randall, he got it not because he did get all ball with the hand, but that hip check is what got him.
Yep, that hip will get him every time. And you know, with my years of officiating, the kids are always going, I was straight up. Yes, you were straight up. However, you've got an entire body that went into him and gave him the push.
And to their point, too, that was all ball. That was all ball with the hand.
But
there was a body there, and so it's definitely a gray area. But I think ultimately on that call, the officials got it right, as Baez's first free throw is good. Here comes Baez's second one. It's on the way. It is good. We have a tie ball game, folks. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left. We are tied at 25. Forward to Jones. Jones now over to Udall. Udall to his left. Udall has it swatted away. He gathers it back. Now it's stolen by Baya. Baya to Rico. Rico bringing it up. Rico to Talaman. Talaman now over to Nelson. Nelson left, right. Now Nelson backs off. Now Nelson looks to drive the baseline. Guarded by Brewer. Thought about taking it. Now it's out to Rico with 18 on the shot clock. Tied at 25. Here goes Rico to his left. Rico now over to Talaman. Back out to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Brewer again. He goes left. He puts it up and in. And we're getting a whistle. We're getting a travel.
Wow.
And I've got to see that one as well.
This one.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
He shuffled that foot. Great call by the officiating crew tonight. Catching that one is here come the Lobos. Udall with the ball. Udall now over to Brewer. Back to Claire. Claire at the top of the key. Now over to Udall on the far side. Now over to Jones in front of the Holbrook bench. Jones goes to his left, 15-foot jumper. That's going to be no good. Rebound. Talaman of the Roadrunners. Here come the runners. Talaman to Rico. Rico on the near side. Rico now brings it back to the middle, guarded by Jones. Out now to Talaman. Talaman to his right. Talaman, we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get an offensive foul. Are they going to call that on Baya? They are. They're going to call that on 23. Moving screen. He backed right into him, and as the chant likes to say, you can't do that. As King checks in the game for Udall, and King inbounds the ball to Claire. Both sides are at 2 team fouls. Minute 34 left. We're tied at 25. Claire over on the far side beyond the arc. Now to LeDuc. LeDuc to Jones. Over now looking for King. Brewer to King. King now to Claire. Claire to the top of the key. As Claire now goes to King over on the far side. 6 seconds on the shot clock. As Claire goes to LeDuc. LeDuc puts it up. It's no good. Jacob LeDuc no good on the shot. 25 all minute left here in the first half. As here comes Manny Rico. As Coach Delmar Johnson telling him to slow it down. They are going to effectively wait to take this shot as the shot clock tips down. Shot clock is at 20. Game clock at 49. Nelson with the ball. Nelson over to Guerrero. Now to Rico. Rico back to Talaman. Over to Guerrero. Back to Nelson. Nelson to the middle. Now Nelson looks to drive the lane. He kicks it out to Talaman. Talaman, three-point shot. It's good. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot.
There's that
Braylon
corner
Talaman.
again, Huey.
And it's that corner that it's a magical corner. As the shot clock is off, King with the ball. King to LeDuc. LeDuc to Brewer. As it's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by the Roadrunners, so that will be Lobo ball with 13 and a half left on the clock, 28-25. Roadrunners on top. As here goes the ball to Jones. Jones puts up a three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-pointer, Gian Jones. Here comes Talaman. Talaman, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He drives. He's bumped. We're going to get a foul. And I believe they're going to call that on the ground.
Yep.
They're going to call that on 10. That's going to be on Irvin King. As Randall, we're at 7:30 and we're already done with the first half.
Yeah, that's a fast-moving ball game right there.
As the ball goes in, and that is to Nelson. Nelson puts it up. It is no good. Folks, it's halftime here. Your score at halftime, 28-28. We're going to wipe the slate to 0, and in 10 minutes, we're going to have 8 minutes put on the clock, and we're going to have the second half of basketball. This is, oh, you know what? We're going to come back for our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. This is Show LaFort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
This is iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Welcome back, folks. Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we go to halftime as the Snowflake Lobos and the Holbrook Roadrunners are knotted at 28 apiece as we go to our Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just before the Honda Casino. And Randall, I got to get your thoughts on the first half.
Wow. All I can say is wow. This has been a hard-fought ball game by both sides. They've been landing their threes. Yes, they've missed a few, but for the most part, their threes, both sides have been accurate, and they've been both on those corners. Even for Snowflake, it's been on those corners. As we broke for halftime, as the officials came up to get their jackets, you know, we were talking to the officials, and let me tell you, I know the fans have a tough time with officials and their calls and stuff.
Because fans are fanatics. It's short for fanatics. But the officials are in the middle. The fans aren't necessarily.
Correct. But we also have the advantage of having instant replay.
We do have replay.
And our guy in the trailer makes it very, very nice to get that replay done. But every replay that we've seen, the officials have been dead on their calls. It's great. These officials are great. I've worked with these three officials. They are amazing. So them having this ball game it's great to have three solid officials. And I'm not saying that none of our officials from this area are not solid, but these three are solid officials.
I agree with you. We have just great officials in the AIA. Brenda, I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the first half. If I were to tell you that there was 11 three-pointers made, could you tell me who made what number in that half? If I told you Snowflake made 6 and Holbrook made 5 of them, that's what the unofficial has us as. Snowflake had 6 threes. As Holbrook looked like it was just that's how they were pulling ahead, but Snowflake in desperation to bring it into a ball game hit 6, and they hit 4 of those, in that second quarter as we are now knotted at 28 apiece. So Snowflake doing a great job of coming back. And the one thing I've liked about this game is it's been a very physical game, but our fouls are down. It's been clean physical, I guess is what you could call it. And so the second half, we'll see how it is, but there have only been 7 free throws shot in this game thus far by both sides. Holbrook has shot 5 of them. Snowflake shot 2 of them. And
well, how far off am I? Because I think I only remember seeing like 3 fouls per quarter, correct?
That was about right. My question is the game that we're having right now and the flow of the game, who does it favor?
You know, it's hard to say who it's going to favor.
See, I'm giving the slight advantage right now to Holbrook. I think it favors Holbrook just a little bit. And I think because here's the reason why. When you want a game in a tight game like this, you don't want to do it on the road. You want to do it in front of your fans. And the decibel level for the Roadrunners is way more than the Lobos.
Yes.
So I don't think the Lobos are out by any stretch of the imagination. I just think that right now, the way this game's going, it favors. It favors. And, you know, Randall, over there as we see the Snowflake team, you know, warming up on their side, we see the Snowflake cheerleaders. We'd like to give a little bit of a shout-out to them as they participated in the state competition, the AIA state cheer competition this last weekend, Cheer and Spirit, and they are state champs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did not know that.
And I happen to know quite a few. I teach at Snowflake, for those of you who don't know. I have quite a few of these young ladies in class, about half of them, as a matter of fact. And let me tell you, they were on cloud 9 today, and rightfully so.
But absolutely.
Anyway, folks, we're going to go ahead and conclude our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, and hunting and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just before the Honda Casino. We appreciate them bringing you our halftime show, and this has been Show LaFort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 or worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As we have a halftime score between Florence and Thatcher, as Florence is up 48-35 at halftime. And for our Northland basketball fans, the Winslow Bulldogs fall tonight to the Coolidge Bears by a score of 76-60. And great effort as we saw that game last Friday over in Winslow between them and Alchesay, and that became a pretty good one. As we also have an update with Chinle up 36-21 at the half. As we now get set for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off when it comes time to tip off your college education. Tip it off at the college with the lowest tuition in the state. Now offering bachelor's degrees with business and education. Northland Pioneer College, as the Lobos will control the alternating possession as Jones gets set to inbound. As they got to do a little bit of mopping on the floor over there. As we get the whistle for the second half, Jones inbounds to Clare. 16 minutes of basketball to see what we have. As Clare now over to Udall. Udall was looking for Jones, now to Leduc. Leduc over to Clare. Clare over on the far side. Now Clare brings it back to middle. Now he looks to drive as he loses it. That's going to be a steal by the runners. As Baya gets it. Baya goes to Rico. Now Rico to Talaman. Talaman inside to Nelson. Nelson up and in. 2 points and one. Amari Nelson to the line. As they're going to call that on Jaron Woodside. That's going to be Woodside's second personal. As now Holbrook up 30-28. Nelson to go to the line to complete his play. Nelson's free throw on its way. It is good, and he does indeed complete a three-point play. Lobo ball. Udall now to Jones. To Clare. Clare inside to Woodside. As Woodside puts it up, and in it goes off the back of the iron. No good. Bio with the rebound. And Snowflake has had some spurts where their inside shots have not fell tonight, Randall.
Yeah, it's, sometimes halftime can be beneficial. Sometimes it can not be beneficial. I just don't think Snowflake's got into their groove yet, and I think it's coming, but you just got to get them warmed back up.
Well, as Baya gets an offensive rebound, if Baya puts it back up, and that's going to be 2 points for them, as now the lead is going to be 5 for the Roadrunners. Ball Lobos, Udall on the far side. Udall puts up a three-point shot. That's going to fall off and be no good. Udall's hustling for it. Udall gets it, throws it off the back. As you look at the replay, he throws off the back of Guerrero. So it falls back, goes to the Lobos. Udall brings it in. Now Udall looks to drive. Udall uses it in the lane, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a jump ball, and that is going to be Roadrunner ball. Rico to inbound to Talaman. Talaman brings up the ball. Talaman now to his left. He's looking to drive. Loses it, gains it back. Now to Nelson. Nelson tried to work off a screen for Baya. Now Nelson drives. Picked up by Woodside. Nelson puts it up. No good. Actually, it didn't go. He passes it out to Guerrero. Now to Guerrero. Back out. We're going to whistle, and they're going to call a travel on Nelson. And I did see the shuffle of the foot as it goes. That's going to be Lobo ball. Clare with the ball. Clare over the time stripe to Udall. Udall now over on the far side. Udall. Udall guarded very closely by Guerrero. as now Udall's going to get a 5-second violation. As Randall, I counted about 6 there that went by.
That's what I counted.
It was a long 5-second call. He gets it, and we got Holbrook ball as Holbrook's up 33-28 with 6:05 left. Rico to bring the ball.
The Snowflake coach was not happy with that call, but, you know, that was a...
I think he was more upset at his player for not getting rid of it. As here's Nelson, As now we have Nelson with the ball. Nelson to his left, guarded by Woodside. Nelson now kicks it out to Rico. Rico, three-point shot on its way. No good, rebound. Baya had it, but it rolls and goes to Udall as Claire now gets it for the Lobos. Claire brings the ball up. Claire now goes to his left, looking to drive as we get a whistle and we get a foul. 10. They're going to call that on Guerrero. That's going to be his, I believe, first personal, and that's going to be the first team foul for the Holbrook Roadrunners as Liam Brewer checks in for Woodside. No, that's Guerrero's second personal. First team. Lobos to inbound. Claire pushes it to Brewer. Brewer back now to Claire. Claire over on the far side of the corner. Claire now coming to his right on the far side of the arc. Now brings it back towards the middle. Now to the middle to Leduc. Over to Jones on the near side. Over to Udall in the corner on the near side. Udall to his left. Udall now to Claire. Claire puts up a three-point shot. No good. Rebound to Leduc. Leduc out to Udall. Udall was not expecting it. It goes through Udall's hands. Falls out of bounds. Roadrunner ball. 33-28. Roadrunners on top. 5 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Talaman inbounds it to Rico. Rico brings it over. Back now to Talaman. Talaman over on the far side beyond the arc. Now back to Rico. Rico to his left. Now to attempt to go to Nelson. Nelson doesn't end up with it. Nelson now gets it back to Talaman. To Rico. Rico back to Nelson. Nelson at the top of the key. Now gives it to Talaman. Back to Rico. As Holbrook almost looks like they're in a stall as we're going to whistle. And they're going to call Nelson with a travel as well. As now Snowflake ball down 33-28. Ball is inbounded to Claire. Claire loses it. As we have a 37-36 score, Payson up at the half. And I failed to remember who they're playing. As Jones now with the ball in the corner. Jones drives. He's at the free throw line, sends to Udall. Now Udall fakes a shot, drives it up in. He puts it off the backboard, it's no good. Goes off Leduc's hands, out of bounds. Roadrunner ball. As we're gonna have to take a look at the bracket and find out who some of the, because I actually failed to mention who Chin Lee's playing tonight. That slipped my mind. Talaman with the ball. Talaman over the time strike. My good help here at the table is gonna find out, and we'll turn it over to him in a second.
Monument Valley.
Okay, there you go. As Chinley plays Monument?
Chinley plays No. Payson is playing Monument.
Okay.
And then Gilbert Christian and Chinley.
Gotcha.
So we got a couple pretty good matchups.
As Rico goes inside to Baya. Baya, left side, left hand. It is good, Travis Baya. 35-28. Holbrook up very big on the Lobos. 7 as Claire puts it up and in. It's no good. Rebound. Udall puts the hand on it, and then Claire gets it. Now Claire misses it. Baya with the rebound. Baya now to Talaman. Talaman around the back. Talaman looks to drive. He goes in on Brewer. He kicks it out. That's going to be Pacenti. 3-point. No good. As Leduc gets the rebound. Leduc to Brewer. Back to Leduc. Whistle, and we get a timeout. We're going to take it too. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to the Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com, as the Snowflake Lobos are going to control the inbound. Brewer inbounds it to Claire. Claire now over to Jones. Jones to the top of the key to Leduc. Leduc to his right, over to Brewer. Brewer, three-point shot on its way. It is no good. Jones puts a hand on it, but Udall gets the rebound. Udall puts it back up and in for the Lobos. The Lobos streak, dry streak in the quarter is over. 35-30, Lobos down 5, Holbrook on top. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left as Talaman over to Rico. Rico to Baya, back to Talaman. Over here to Nelson, back to Talaman to Nelson. Nelson to Talaman. Talaman now looks to drive. Talaman kicks it out now to Rico. Rico over on the far side, into the 28-foot line at the top of the key to Nelson. Nelson left as he beats Jones, drives, three-point shot out to Rico, no good. Rebound, Landon Clare. Clare forward to Jones. Jones gonna go 1-on-2. He goes up and in. Gian Jones. 2 points for the Lobos, 35-32. Holbrook on top of the Lobos. Runners with the ball. Here comes Rico. Rico gets it over, passes over the time stripe to Talaman. Talaman now to Baya. Whistle. Timeout. We're going to take it. This is Show Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
We'll go back to Show Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 as the Roadrunners inbound the ball. And Talaman throws it all the way to the backcourt to Rico. Rico now over to Nelson. Nelson now to Talaman. Talaman just outside the center circle. Now over to Rico. Rico on the near side just in front of his bench. He dribbles back, picked up by King. Working off the screen from Baya. Rico goes left, goes right. Now he kicks it out to Vicente. Vicente now to Nelson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Here goes Nelson. He puts up a three-point shot. As that is a shot clock. Randall, explain that. Before the ball even hit the rim, we had a shot clock violation.
That's correct. So there's a specific set of eyes on the clock, and there's a specific set of eyes on the shot. And one of those officials was paying attention, who was in the center, was paying attention to the clock and the time that ball left his hands. And that buzzer went off at the time of the ball leave before it left his hands. So that's what drew the violation.
Lobos ball, Claire with it. Claire drives. Claire puts it up and it's going to be good. As Claire gets an and one as he is going to be fouled. And they're going to call that foul on Talaman, as that's going to be Talaman's, I believe, second personal. And, you know, I'm not even worried about team fouls at this point because we've been nowhere near close. Claire with the chance to complete the three-point play is now Claire's team is down 35-34. Claire, that is tied. Landon Clare, the senior for the Lobos, puts it up and in. 35-35, minutes 16 left.
But this is where we were talking during halftime. Look where we're at on the clock. We've got a minute left in this quarter, and there's only 3 fouls. Once again, we are very low on our fouls, which is really driving the speed of these quarters.
Talaman in, puts it up, 37-35. Roadrunners on top. And again, Randall, it's a physical game that's pretty clean. That is a rare basketball game to have. Here goes Claire driving the lane. Claire kicks out to Brewer. Brewer now puts it up, and it's blocked. Blocked by Nelson. Don't bring it in our house. As
that was
wow
clean.
On the replay.
Very clean.
Great job by Nelson. Lobos to inbound. Claire pushes it to Brewer. Brewer loses it. Baya gets it. There comes Talaman with 40 seconds to extend the Roadrunner, looking to extend the Roadrunner lead. Now over to Vicente. Vicente now to Nelson. Nelson on the far side, bringing it back. Now to Rico. Rico on the near side. Over to Talaman. Talaman beyond the arc. Now over to Nelson. Nelson brings it to the middle. Nelson looks to drive. Nelson does drive. He spins right, spins left, puts it up. It's no good. His shot's no good. It's rebounded by Brewer. As it goes, Baya knocks it out of Brewer's hands. It goes out of bounds on Brewer at the last minute there.
Look at that. That was
great job by our officiating crew of getting that one. As Rico now to inbound. Rico to Baya. Baya kicks it out to Talaman. Talaman now to Nelson, back to Talaman. Back to Nelson, 4 seconds. Nelson looks to drive, 3 seconds. He looks, he spins, fade away, no good. Brewer blocks it in the corner, comes to an end with the Holbrook Roadrunners. On top, 37-35, this is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk106.7.com. As the Lobos are going to control the alternating possession, it's going to be Lobo ball. Claire is going to inbound. Claire inbounds, sends it back to Joan. And this is time for our NPC, our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition today. That's Northland Pioneer College. Now having bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College. As the Lobos get the ball, Jones puts up a three. It is no good, but Liam Brewer is there. We're tied at 37. Here come the runners. Talaman bringing it to the middle. Talaman looking left, looking right. Neither team with a three-point field goal in that quarter. As Rico now brings it to his left. Rico goes all the way around, and it's going to be blocked, but we're going to get a foul on Brewer. As like to see the replay on that one, as they're going to call Brewer. And sure enough, he got him with the feet there. And so they're going to call that on Brewer, and they're going to say 2 shots. As Rico is going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's Brewer's personal first team. Now, Randall, the team fouls could absolutely come into play as we've had our first foul already 40 seconds into the half, or the quarter. Rico's free throw is on its way. It is no good. 37 all.
And the fouls can make a big difference here, especially when we start coming down to the wire. Whoever is behind and got fouls to give, then the fouls are going to start. They're going to put them on the line and try to get it from that point to win the ball game.
Rico, a rare 2 misses in a row. As Lobos have the rebound, it is knotted at 37. We are tied, 7 minutes and 12 seconds left. Claire with the ball. Claire now goes to his left. Claire looked to shoot it, now dishes it off to Brewer. Brewer puts up a 3-point shot, it's going to be no good. Udall knocks it out of bounds. As the officials are going to make sure they get that right. And they're going to call that Lobo ball.
Let's see if we can get that on replay. I'd like to see that.
Here it goes. Oh, I think Udall put the fingertips on that. Nonetheless, Lobo ball. Claire throws it way back to Jones. Jones gets the ball, now brings it to the 28-foot line. Claire goes to his right. He puts up a shot. It's going to go off the glass. Landon Claire, 2 points. Lobo lead, 39-37. But here come the runners. Talman with the ball. Talman. Over now to Rico. Rico back to Nelson. Nelson brings it to the top of the key. Now to Vicente, back to Nelson. Nelson over on the near side now, guarded by Jones. Nelson now steps, drives the lane. He's pushed off, kisses it off the glass. Amari Nelson, 2 points for the Holbrook Roadrunners. 39 all, 6 minutes and 17 seconds left. Udall forward to Brewer. Brewer back to Udall. Udall now goes to his right. Now he's over in the corner. Udall sends it inside to Brewer. Brewer puts up a 6-foot jumper, no good. Out of bounds call, it's going to be Lobo ball. Claire to inbound, tied at 39. Claire to Brewer. Brewer now to his left. Brewer now goes behind the back, now he looks to drive. Brewer puts it up and in. As we're going to get a whistle and we're going to get a foul. That's going to be out of bounds on the Lobos. And they're going to call that on 23.
Wow.
Claire with the ball to inbound. Claire now to Udall. Udall corner, 3-point shot. Jet Udall, Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. As that is Udall's 12th point from threes. He has 14 overall. Rico now to Nelson on the far side. To Talman. Talman want to shoot it. Talman guarded by Claire, back out to Nelson. We're gonna have a screen from Baya. Nelson dribbles left, dribbles right, now gives it to Vicente. Vicente left, right, over now, back to Talman. Talman over now to the other side, down to the far side. Talman guarded by Claire. Talman beyond the arc, now he looks to drive. Talman back out to Vicente. Vicente driving.
Get rid of it.
No, excuse me, that's Baya. As Rico puts up an 18-footer. And we have a shot clock violation on the Holbrook Roadrunners. And Randall, I've got to wonder if this stall tactic with the shot clocks now is that we have old school versus new school thinking. I'm not sure, but it is not coming off very good right now if you're a Roadrunner fan, because they have some wide open drives and they're kicking it right out.
Yeah, it's and I got a little vocal. I'm like, you got to get rid of that ball. I'm starting to think, out on the court, but
as we get an offensive foul on the Lobos, and that's going to be on 14, that's going to be on Woodside. That's going to be Woodside's third. That is a team second. Lobos up 42-39, 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. Let's see what the runners do with it here, as I hear Coach Johnson telling them to spread the court and drive.
And number 14 had a moving screen. That's what they got him for.
Absolutely.
He wasn't set.
As here goes Nelson. Nelson tries to get it in. Now he gives it out to Rico. Rico back now to Talman. Talman over to Guerrero. Guerrero to Rico. Rico here on the near side. Rico looks to drive. Now Rico goes to his left. Wide open. Layup. Manny Rico. 2 points. Lobos up 1, 42-41. Claire now goes to his left. Claire looks left, looks right now. He throws it away, intended for Woodside, but it goes out of bounds. Runners with a chance to take the lead on this possession.
Huey, you and I we've got these headphones that cover both of our ears, but the decibels that are inside this gym are still very, very loud.
It is very loud, Randall, and only going to get louder, and definitely plays into Holbrook's favor as we go forward here. Nelson with the ball. Nelson to his left. Nelson now left, right. Now he brings it back out. Now it goes to Rico. Rico goes to his left. Rico back out to Talman. Talman, three-pointer on its way. No good. Rebound Jones. As Jones now pushes it forward. He tries to get to Claire. Ball goes out of bounds. As the Lobos push it forward. Up 1. Lose a golden opportunity there. Just some miscommunication.
Number 2, back-to-back throwaways. Just nobody home to get that ball.
Here comes Rico. Over now to, as we're going to get an offensive foul.
Yep.
As Guerrero goes down, and we're going to watch that right now. As he did, he put a shoulder right into him.
Yes.
And that was interesting, as now That's going to be his third. And that's going to be the second team, and we're going to have Basenti coming into the game to replace him. Back now to Brewer. Brewer to Jones. Jones now to Claire. Claire comes to his right. Claire loses it. Claire picks it up. As there was almost a steal, but Claire was able to get it back. Claire pushes over to Brewer. Brewer to Udall. Udall does have the hot hand, shooting threes. He puts one up. It's no good. As we get a collision on the floor, the ball goes back to the Lobos. Now Liam Brewer puts up a three. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-pointer. Liam Brewer, 45-41. Lobos on top. Here comes Talaman. Talaman, his right, wide open. Moves it, puts it up, layup. No good. Rebound Woodside. Woodside forward to Claire. Claire now drives. Claire has it knocked away. We're going to get a foul. As that's going to go out to the Lobos. As they're going to call that on Nelson. I believe that's going to be Nelson's first personal. That is the third team. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the ball game. In regulation, I should say. Lobos up 4. Ball is to Brewer. Brewer now inside to Udall. Udall posts up, sends it out to Brewer. Brewer, three-point shot on its way. No good. Rebound, Baya. Baya rips it away from Woodside. Here comes Rico. Rico forward to Talaman. Talaman sets up for a three. No good. Rebound is by Brewer, but it goes through a few Roadrunners' hands as now it goes to Claire. Claire puts it up. That's going to be a good Woodside with the rebound. As we get a whistle and we get a timeout, we're going to go ahead and take it to the Shola Forts presentation of high school basketball on ITAC 106.7 and worldwide on ITAC106.7.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back, Shola Forts presentation of high school basketball on ITOP 106.7 or worldwide on ITOP106.7.com. As we do the replay there, as Brewer makes that three there in the corner. As Randall, you have an update on a score for us.
Yeah, so right now it's 49-38 and a 3 in Chin Lee is up in that ball game.
Gotcha.
Also in the fourth quarter with 7:29, it is tied in Payson.
Interesting. As we are back here, and the Lobos called the timeout, so they will get the ball out of bounds. They do not get a fresh shot clock, so there is only 25. The ball is the inbound to Woodside. Woodside's we're going to get a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Baya for leaning in, and that's going to be the fourth team foul, and that could be huge, as that is Baya's 4th personal. That is a team 4th as well. Snowflake to inbound. Claire gets it to Jones. There is a fresh shot clock. Jones now goes to Udall. Udall between his legs. Now to the free throw line. Bounces to Claire. Claire looks to drive. Inside to Woodside. 2 points. Jaron Woodside. 2 points for the Lobos. Here come the Roadrunners. Rico. Rico with the ball. Down 6. 47-41. Minute 35 left. As here goes Rico. Rico drives. Left side. Left hand. Manny Rico. 2 points for the Roadrunners. Whistle, we get a timeout. The Shola Forts presentation of high school basketball on ITAC 106.7 and worldwide on ITAC106.7.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back, Shola Forts presentation of high school basketball on ITAC 106.7 and worldwide on ITAC106.7.com. As the Snowflake Lobos up 47-43 on the Holbrook Roadrunners, a 4-point lead. However, Roadrunner ball with a minute 31 left, and the ball, Lobo ball. As Udall has it, Udall sends it to Claire. Claire now goes to his right over on the far side. Claire has it knocked away. It is stolen by Nelson. Nelson forward to Basenti. Basenti have it in. 2 points. Lobo ball is to Claire. Woodside, Brewer, Udall brings it across the time stripe. It is stolen by Rico. Talaman with the ball, 47-45, Lobos on top. As Nelson now brings the ball to the middle, 21 on the shot clock, now to Rico. Rico to his left. Now to Nelson. Nelson brings it back over all the way to the far side to Vicente. Vicente back to the middle over to Rico. Rico over to Nelson. Nelson, three-point shot. No good. Rebound, Baya. It's up. It's no good. As it is gathered in by Claire. Lobos have the ball with 28 seconds left. We get a whistle. We get a timeout. Lobos are going to take a timeout. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk106.7.com. As Landon Clare is going to inbound, Lobos up 47-45 with 27.1 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Clare inbounds. Clare to Brewer. Now to Jones. Jones still in the backcourt. Jones now goes to his right. Jones brings it across the time stripe. Jones left to right. Now Jones gets trapped in the corner as we get a whistle. And we are going to get a foul, and that's going to be on Baya. That's going to be Baya's 5th personal, and that is going to be the 5th team, which puts the Lobos at the line. Gian Jones to shoot 2. 16.7 seconds left. This does give Coach Johnson just under a minute to replace him, as he's going to send in Keith Thompson, number 22 for the Runners. Gian Jones is at the line to shoot 2. Again, the shot clock is off. Lobos are up 47-45 with 16.7 seconds left. Jones's first free throw is no good. No good.
This is a nail biter for sure.
As Jones's next free throw is on its way. It is no good. Holbrook with the ball with a chance for the win. As we get a whistle, we get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it to the Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk106.7.com as the Holbrook Roadrunners now have the ball down 2 with 12 seconds left and have a chance for a tie or the win as the inbound is to Talaman. Talaman now brings it over the time stripe. Talaman over now to Nelson. Nelson left, right, guarded by Jones. Nelson goes in on Jones. He leans left, he leans right. He puts up, it is tied! It is tied! Nelson ties it! As the ball goes over, and we are going to overtime. We are going to overtime. This is Charlotte Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back, Charlotte Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As we're going to re-jump it, as the only thing, Randall, I see is Baya is out for the Roadrunners. So Jones is going to jump center, and he's going to jump against Keith Thompson. As ball's going to go up, and it is controlled by the Roadrunners. As Rico with the ball. Rico now backs it up to Nelson. Nelson over on the far side to Talaman. Remember, there are 4 minutes in overtime, and you do not gain any timeouts. You gain one.
You gain one on both sides.
1:30 and one full. As here goes Rico. Rico puts out his block. It's blocked by Woodside. Here comes Udall. Udall for the Lobos.
No, it's only one full for both sides.
Gotcha.
Both teams.
And here comes Claire. Claire drives. Claire puts it off the backboard. No good. Rebound Udall. As Udall gets it to Jones, we now have a fresh shot clock for the Lobos. As Jones drives up, kisses it off the glass. 2 points for the Lobos, 49-47. Lobos on top. Talaman with the ball. Talaman over now to Nelson. Nelson hands it to Rico. Rico over now to Nelson. Nelson on the near side in front of his bench. He's going to be picked up by Jones, trying to work off a screen. He sends it down out to Rico. Rico, NBA 3 range. Now Rico drives. Rico drives hard, puts it up. No good, rebound Woodside. Woodside to Brewer to Claire. Claire left, right, as Claire goes up, uncontested. Landon Claire, 2 points for the Lobos. 51-47, 2 minutes and 36 seconds left here in overtime. Here comes Nelson with the ball. Now, Randall, your timeouts carry over, correct?
Your timeouts carry over.
And you get one. Okay. Rico with the ball. Rico over to Nelson. Nelson now to Vicente. Over back to Rico on the far side. To Talaman at the 28-foot line, top of the key. Now to Vicente. Vicente drives left. He goes forward. Nelson. Now Talaman. Talaman loses out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay and belong to the Roadrunners. It will be Roadrunner ball. As you look at that replay right there, I got to be honest, 100% agree with that call by the officials. As Nelson now flips to bring it in. No, now Talaman goes over to bring it in. Snowflake definitely with the height advantage, but Holbrook a little bit of the hot hand on the shooting. As Rico puts up a three-point shot, it is blocked.
Wow.
Liam Brewer blocked. Blocked straight up and absolutely thrown away as now Claire has it. To Udall, to Brewer, to Jones. Jones at the top of the key, 28-foot line. Jones goes to his right, he loses it, gathers it back in. Jones now to Udall. Udall to Brewer, Brewer on the far side, now to Claire. Over on the far side, Claire bringing it back to the middle. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Claire goes left, Claire now to Udall. Udall left, right, now he comes back right. Udall's looking to drive, free throw jumper, that's gonna be no good. Udall gets his own rebound, sends it out to Brewer. Brewer, three-point shot, no good. Rebound Jones with the fresh shot clock. Jones goes up with it, it is no good. Jones dives off the court, it's gonna go out of bounds on Gian Jones and go to the Roadrunners. 51-47. Roadrunners will get the ball back as Brady Vicente is very slow to get up.
Hey, just give you guys a heads up. We got a 68-66. Payson is down in the fourth quarter. And 50-47 with 3:40 left in the game. Chinley's holding the lead.
Thank you for that, as Guerrero's going to check in, and I believe they're going to bring Vicente out as they're checking on timeouts. As Talaman goes back to Rico. Rico brings it over the time stripe. 51-47, a minute 12 left in the game. Rico now comes to his left. Rico bounce pass to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Jones. Now Nelson brings it right. Now Nelson looks to drive. Nelson just inside the free throw line in the key. Out to Thompson. Back to Rico. Rico drives. Sends it in the corner to Guerrero. Three-point shot, no good. Woodside has it. Now Woodside loses it, but Jones gets it. Jones now dribbling the ball forward to Claire. Claire, 47 seconds left. Up 51-47. Guarded by Nelson. Nelson gets the ball. Moves to Claire. Claire goes inside to Woodside. Woodside loses it. Ball's on the court. And Holbrook gets it back. As long court pass from Rico to Nelson. Nelson. No good. No good. Brewer with the rebound to Claire. Claire with the ball back to Brewer. Over now to Udall, back to Brewer. Brewer now looks to drive now to Claire. Shot clock is off. To Jones. We get a whistle and we get a foul. Great job by, that is Talaman. No, they did call it on Guerrero. Guerrero getting the foul. That's going to put Claire at the line. As in overtime, it carries over. Your bonus fouls carry over. Claire to shoot two. 51-47, Snowflake on top. 15.6 seconds left. Claire's free throw is good. First free throw, Landon Claire, good. Claire's second free throw. Claire looks, the senior. Claire puts it up and in. That's going to be good. Landon Claire. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout as the Lobos up 53-47. As, do we have a 30-second or are we? Nope. Nobody called a timeout. I don't. None of the officials came over. As now it's going to be Holbrook ball. As each team, I believe, has one timeout. So Holbrook down 6 with 15.6 seconds left as Rico gets the ball. Rico pushes it over to the far side. Rico, three-point shot. Brewer's there to reject it. Claire gets the ball, and it's going to go, and Claire's going to go to the line to shoot two. Folks, don't go anywhere. We have our mobile auto glass. Get your windshield repaired by the expert player of the game, as well as our Deemer's Glass man of the game. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. 1-888-GLASSMAN. So we have our Deemer's Glass man of the game and our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Claire's first free throw's on its way. It is good.
Claire's 0, right?
Claire's first free throw is good. Second free throw is no good. 54-47. Here comes Rico. Rico looking to put it up 3 as he sends it back to Guerrero. Guerrero, three-point shot. No good. Rebound Brewer. As we go to the end. As we get a final from Holbrook. The Snowflake Lobos defeat the Holbrook Roadrunners by a score of 54-47. Wow, folks, we're going to first go to our Deemer's Glass man of the game. Deemer's Glass, need glass for your business, quality glass at affordable prices, called Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, 1-888-GLASSMAN. And our glass man of the game is going to be number 20, Jet Udall. What a job by him. 14 points by Jet Udall. We're going to be joined here in a second. With an unofficial 21 tonight, we're going to be joined by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. And we're going to be joined by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, Landon Claire. As Landon, congratulations by being Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Talk about the game and talk about this young man standing next to you.
It was a hard-fought win. I haven't won in this gym since 8th grade year. And we came out, Jet was on fire, swing to him. We're knocking down shots, and we won this game.
Talk about, because when we ended that first half, there was 11 three-pointers made by each team. You guys actually had the advantage on three-pointers. Talk about what you guys did to get back in that game with that type of offensive play.
We just swung the ball, and we took shots if we were open, and we knocked them down.
Wow. Well, Landon Clare, congratulations on being our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. If you can turn over the headset to your Deemer's Glass man of the game, we're going to be joined by Jet Udall. Normally we don't get 2 players on, but we're going to tonight because, Jet, your performance in that first half kept your team in the game, and I feel that those 2 threes in the second quarter absolutely catapulted your team. Talk about your process as you put those threes up.
Just the confidence of my coaches. Right before the game, don't think about it, just shoot. I was like, all right, got you. And that's what I did, and it started falling.
You know, you guys have been at this since November now, and you guys, early on, you missed your football players. It took you half the season to get into your rhythm. Talk about what it means tonight to come together and win in an environment like this with your teammates.
Oh, it's like undescribable. Like, it's actually amazing. Like, we worked so hard for this moment. Like, practice, we worked really hard. And just like you said, as we are coming together, the more fun this game's getting to play with our teammates.
So we talk about the play of Landon. We talk about your play. I got to be honest. Gian Jones was everywhere tonight. He may not have had the highest points, but talk about Gian and what he absolutely did for this team tonight.
Oh, just boxing out, jumping up, playing terrific defense on ball. That's what we needed.
Well, a couple things I noticed too is when it came crunch time, Gian was not afraid to bring that ball down and dish it to you or Landon. And you guys came together, you did things well, and you came out with the victory tonight. I want you to give a shout out to one more of your teammates and something that they did tonight.
Jerem Woodside. He was terrific at boxing out and getting rebounds today, and I loved it.
And, you know, with that, I want to also talk about, I'm going to bring Liam Brewer in.
Yeah.
And the play of Liam Brewer, he played kind of a swingman role tonight and absolutely crushed it. But talk about his blocks at the end and what that did.
Oh, that gave us all confidence. When I saw that block, I'm like, oh, sweet. We get another possession. We can hold the ball.
Well, Jet, congratulations. You guys play on. Congratulations on being Deemer's Glass man of the game, and look forward to seeing you guys again in state tournament. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
As our final tonight is the Snowflake Lobos come out on top of the Holbrook Roadrunners, as we have just got to run down our sponsors because I'm not sure, Randall, exactly what we can even wrap up when that was just a great ball game.
It was an amazing ball game. I was glad to see it go into overtime because then it was brought in by 2 hard-fought teams. They were trying, they struggled, but Holbrook just almost couldn't get they couldn't get the 3 points to drop even from their.
They did not have a 3-pointer in the second half, and that's just rare.
It's very rare. But I think it had to do with the player that got fouled out. Help me with his name. Baya. I think when he went out, I just don't think they had the momentum to take the ball game.
Well, and Holbrook, you can't discount their effort tonight. They played great. Their fan support's always good. You look at the first half and what they did. We got to talk a play of Bayo. We got to talk a play of Rico. We got to talk about Guerrero and Nelson at the beginning of the game, getting those threes, as that's what brought us to an overtime ball game. Holbrook falls to the Lobos tonight here at Munoz Gymnasium, Budenholzer Court, as we'd like to thank our sponsor, Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce, Ace Hardware, Pinetop Overgarden Sholo, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures with our 3-pointers, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Allegra of Sholo, and Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Folks, we will be around tomorrow night live from Sholo High School as the Holbrook Lady Roadrunners travel to take on the Lady Cougars in a 3A bracket matchup. We'd like to thank Athletic Director Greg Perkins and Holbrook High School for the great hospitality that they give us here. I'm Aaron Hewish, Randall Anselmo, for Triggs, Michael, and RJ on the cameras, Mel, our producer. This is and has been Sholo Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airways, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airways is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.